Namaste everyone. Can you believe that the rain can talk? No, because we all have heard the sound of rain, not the voice of rain. What if in this session I talk about the voice of rain? Here we have a beautiful poem, The Voice of the Rain from class 11th Hornbill. So with no delay, let's begin. This poem is a conversation between the poet and the rain. It is a free verse poem. It does not follow any specific form, rhyming scheme and meter. This poem has total 9 lines. First 2 lines contain the speaker's question to the rain and next 6 lines is the response of the rain to the poet. The final line is in parenthesis in order to separate the speaker's words from the rain's. So let's talk about the poet. Name Walt Whitman, born on 31st May 1819, West Hill, New York, United States. He died on 26 March 1892. Some of the famous poems: Leaves of Grass, Song of Myself, Oh Captain, My Captain. He also received some awards like Golden Kite Award for picture book illustration. The Voice of the Rain, line number 1. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shore. The poem starts with a question. Who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shore. Soft falling shore is what? That means gentle rain, drizzle. The poem starts with a question that who art thou? Here we should understand the meaning of the terms art and thou. Art and thou are archaic words. That means are and you. Art means are and thou means you. So the question is, who are you? So in the first line of the poem, the poet, the speaker, describes asking the rain who it is. Here poet uses an example of apostrophe, a poetic device, as he is talking to the rain which is not actually present there. The poet here imagines the presence of the rain. Apart from that, the poet also uses imagery, another poetic device. When he says soft falling rain, that creates an image of gentle rain or drizzle. Line number 2, which strange to tell, give me an answer as here translated. In this statement, in this line, the poet says strange to tell. That means the poet seems surprised because the rain gave him an answer. What does it mean? It means the rain is talking to the poet. As here translated. So the poet here translates the answer, the response of the rain for his readers. In simple words, we can say the speaker here seems a bit surprised to discover that the rain responds to the speaker's question. The speaker here does not actually reveal what kind of language the rain uses to communicate with the speaker. Strange to tell means appear strange. If we talk about poetic devices here, so the poet uses personification. How? Because the rain is given ability to speak as a human being does. Here rain is talking to the poet. So it is an example of personification here. Line number 3. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. In line number 1, the poet asks a question, who are you? And to respond, to answer the question, here in line number 3, the rain speaks, introduces itself saying, I am the poem of earth. Now a question arises, why does it say itself a poem? The rain is trying to say that as poetry gives pleasure to human beings, the rain gives happiness to Mother Earth. If we talk about poetic devices, so the first is personification, because here rain is talking to the poet. The rain is answering, an ability to speak. And the second is metaphor. The rain says the poem of earth. The rain compares itself to poem. A direct comparison, that is metaphor. Number 4. Eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. Here the rain is talking about its origin. The poet says that the rain is eternal process. Eternal means lasting forever. But it takes different forms at different times. The rain tells the poet that it rises from the land and deep sea in the form of vapors. Vapors means impalpable, difficult to feel. So here rain is talking about its form, that is vapor. Then it goes up to the sky. In other words, we can say that rain is born in the form of invisible and intangible vapors that rise eternal from the earth's land and deep water bodies. If we talk about poetic devices here, then the poet uses hyperbole when he says bottomless sea. Bottomless sea, which is an exaggerated statement. Line number 5. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same. After completing the first stage, now the rain is in its second stage. Upward to heaven, then it reaches heaven. Heaven means the sky. Whence. Whence is another archaic word that means from where. From where? Vaguely. Vaguely is what? Vaguely means roughly. Then it says it changes its appearance completely. Vaguely formed. It means it changes its appearance completely to form clouds, because now the rain is not in the form of vapors. It has changed its form, that is cloud now. Yet the same. What does it mean? Yet at its core it remains the same as it was at birth. That means since vapor and clouds contain water, they can get transformed into the other. So the core is what? The core is water. It changes its form, that means condenses into water droplets. Line number 6. I descend to lay the draughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. Here the rain is talking about its stage number 3, when it comes down. I descend. What is descend? Descend means come down, fall. So in this stage the rain falls. The rain comes to lave. What is lave? Lave means wash. Wash the draughts. Draughts means shortage of water. Here you can see in the picture. This is a condition. Atomies. Atomy is an old word for skeleton. In this context, atomies describes the bone dry, emaciated state of the earth before rain arrives. This way. So the raindrops pour down from above to wash away draughts and dust layers enveloping earth. It satisfies the thirst of the dry earth and heals everything that is degrading and lying lifeless. Apart from this, it rejuvenates the drought-ridden dry land. Line number 7. And all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. Two words are here, latent and the another is unborn. Latent means inactive or hidden, unborn, not grown. Here we see rain's importance. It says all that in them, that is earth's content, seeds particularly buried in the earth. What will happen if there is no rain? If it does not rain, they were seeds only. And if they were seeds without me, without rain, with no rain, seeds only, that means will not germinate. If there's no rain, if it does not rain, the seeds buried in the earth will not germinate. In simple words, we can say the earth also helps in the germination of seeds. Line number 8. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin. What is forever? Forever is for all time. Day and night, 24/7. Give back, return. Let's understand. Rain says that by day and night, it provides life, care, enrichment, and water to the place from where it originates. If we see forever and day and night, shows it's not just for a day or two. The process goes on and on. I give back life. The rain returns something to its origin. What is that? Life. To whom? To its origin. That is earth. Line number 9. For song, issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, ragged or unragged, dully, with love returns. Before we go into explanation of these lines, let's understand few words. First is wandering, that is walk or move slowly. The second word is ragged, that is scared. The third word is uncared, unragged. And the last is dully. Here you can see these lines have been written in the bracket. That means these lines are not the part of the conversation between the poet and rain. And in these lines, the poet doesn't talk about rain. Here the poet is talking about song, saying issuing from its birthplace. When a song originates from a source, its birthplace, a musician, after fulfillment, the objective, wandering, and it wanders, it moves, it walks throughout the world, ragged or unragged. The song does not want anybody to care it or uncare it. Selflessly, it works, it fulfills the objective. It is not just for praises, just for appreciation, ragged or unragged, whether people care or not. Dully with love returns, the poet says, and it finally returns to source of origin with love. Here what we see there are some similarities between rain and song. Let's see them. Number 1 is both rain and song originates from a source, then rise up, reach fulfillment, wander about cared or not, and finally returns to source of origin with love. Hence, the poet in the poem tries to show the significance of his poetry. As rain is to the earth, poetry is to men. Then finally, the poetic device used here is parallelism. In the last two lines, what we see, poet has drawn a parallel between the rain and the song of a poet. Comparison. So that's all, and thank you very much for watching this video.